Afternoon, good morning to our viewer, our listener around the world. We have the opportunity this afternoon, this evening, this morning to host the Honorable Man, Honorable Kanyo Big Bala. We'll be discussing issues regarding the uh, Kutu mining company. We have 1 hour here. We are so grateful that the honorable man was able to grant us this time. We got in a little late. Can you imagine? Not to take much of your time. Yesterday, we contacted the honorable man, and he awarded us this time water service. By the way, introduction, I'm Brother Omega G Color, your host today for Voice of Gede. This is Voice of Gede platform. VOG, we have been follow live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and you can go on our radio. You can go on our radio, Voice of Gede FM 88.5. You will get on live this interview. But I want to thank you as you follow us on all the social media platforms that we are on. We appreciate you. Please share this show. It's going to be very interesting. We'll be hearing from our honorable man. He also the chairperson or the head for the Grenadian Bar Association. So again, we just want to take this short time of introduction. Like I said, I'm your host today. I'm Brother Omega G Color from the Voice of Gede, and my co-host.
I'm be a Gussos Wing.
Okay, then we will go to our guest, the honorable man. Can you please introduce yourself?
Well, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go loud and clear.
Oh, okay. My name is Kanyo Bagbala. Of course, a son of Grand Gedeh County. It's always tough to define or to introduce yourself. I just like to say that I'm a person who believes in speaking out for what is right, in helping to improve the conditions that surround me, and just being known for the right things. I think that's who I am professionally. I'm a lawyer by training. I studied both in Liberia and the US, where I did graduate education in law. In Liberia, I'm a full-time professor at law at the Louis Arthur School of Law. In addition to that, I do a lot of consulting for international NGOs and other interested in rule of law work. As you pointed out, I'm the president of the Grand Gedeh Association, a post take very seriously that involves taking positions that can advance the interests of the county. And it's good that we're going to talk about Putu because it's one of the things that we have taken on and we'll see to the end. So thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. That's the brief introduction of our honorable man, Honorable Kanyo Big Bala. You heard him. He's a humble man, like he said. He's there to make sure that things go straight and all about not him, but his people in his county. Welcome the honorable man. He is the president or the chairperson on the Grenadian Bar Association in Grand Gede County. Honorable man, can you please tell a little bit about the Bar Association?
Thank you. Well, the Grand Gedeh Bar Association is a subset of the Liberia National Bar Association. The Liberia National Bar Association is the association that covers all lawyers in the Republic of Liberia across the 15 counties. It's established as an institution not just to represent as a group of lawyers, but to push forward issues for the rule of law, issues about human rights, issues around advocacy, all of those issues. That's what the Liberian National Bar Association was established to project. Because we have 15 counties, each county has a bar association, and Grand Gedeh Bar is one of those associations. But we are also, even though we are a part, and by being a part of the Liberian National Bar, we sit on the executive committee of the Liberian National Bar, which is comprised of presidents of the various bars. But we are also an association by ourselves. Even though we are one of the smallest association by number, but I want to believe we are one of the biggest association by influence and impact in the Liberian National Bar. And that's why we are taking on things in regards to our county with the support of the bar to ensure that we get the needed results. So that's like what the bar is. But we have a lot of challenges, and I'm sure as we go through the show, we'll discuss some of those challenges. Some of the things we've been advocating for is the road going to Grand Gedeh County. It hurts us as a bar that you have bars like Grand Bassa. They can get in a car in 2 hours. Not even 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes in Buchanan, they go to court opening. Nimba gets in a car, and in less than 3 hours, they encounter, they go to court opening in other counties. But we that are in the southeast, the Grand Gedeh, the road, we have to go to 4 court openings every year. But that's why we're advocating for development. Because we believe with development, the roads will be fixed. And then we will be able to always be present in our county for everything that concerns the county. But even in spite of that, it does not take away from the fact that we have a responsibility to still advocate for our people. That's why we are on this Putu mining deal. We are on it, and we see the end of Putu mining. We need to know what's in it from Grand Gedeh County. But sorry, that's about the bar.
Thank you. We're on the Pudu Mountain deal. We'll make sure what according to your deliberation just now, you just told us that the Grand Gedeh Bar Association is the smallest when it comes to number, but powerful. Can you please emphasize on when you say it's the powerful in the Liberian Bar Association? What you mean?
Well, look, I think that, look, our county has always been blessed. We've got blessings, right? We've been blessed with authority.
Amen.
But what we need to do is to take that authority and turn it into practical benefits for our people. You know what it means when you come from Grand Gedeh County, even in terms of population, we're not amongst the top 5. But we became the first indigenous president of the country. That is a record that can never be taken from Grand Gedeh County. I'm sure you agree with me. You agree with me?
Of course.
That's influence, that's blessing. Similarly, even in the bar, and I don't tout our own home, prior to my becoming president, Alfonso Zion was president of the bar. And even he is a guy who held his own, who represented our bar very respectfully and responsibly, and got the respect of others. We have followed because I was vice president to Alfonso Zion, and I succeeded him as president, and we've carried on that tradition. So when I say we may not be a lot, but we are influential, it's because we bring things to the table in our leadership to help to move the bar forward. And that's what we've always been doing. That's where we're headed to.
Thank you. We always been doing this and what we believe in and what we always held into to make sure that we contribute our quota to the Liberian Bar Association, as even though we are from the Grand Gedeh Bar Association, but the fact that we have been represented on the national, we dare to contribute our quota. Okay, Honorable Bala, can you please tell us about the Putu Mining Company?
Well,
the deal because
Um,
let me elaborate a little bit on that. For the past few times, we know you have been very vocal on that and making sure that you get result out of this thing because, like you said, you are somebody who always want to seek the welfare of your people and your county. And I think I don't want to say here to speak for you, but we have heard some things, and that's why I prompted us to say, okay, let us get Honorable Bala here to tell us how far he have gone with this deal and how is it going to benefit the county and the people. So, if you don't mind, can you please elaborate a little bit your negotiation and discussion, whatever it is, with the government or with our company that is coming in, please?
well, thank you. Um, I'm going to talk a little bit, but at the end, it will make sense. So I just pray that you just be patient a little bit with me, right? If
Sure.
I'm not going exactly to the point because I want it to make sense.
Okay.
Um, Firstly, those who know me know that I'm a sedition. In the last elections in 2023, I was the campaign spokesperson for the Coalition for Democratic Change, right? I campaigned for the CDC. The elections ended, and the Liberian people decided that they did not want President Weah, they wanted President Boyka. And so President Boyka is now president. And in the spirit of collaboration, I have declared my support for the progress and the success of President Boyka. This is going somewhere. I want you to follow me. Now, I did so because there were a number of things that I saw President Boyka do. Number one, the befitting burial he gave to former President Samuel K. Doe in Gedeh County, the state funeral followed by his burial. I have said that I believe that something we as CDC seditions could have done. We didn't do it. President Boyka did it. It may be symbolic, but it is also very important. And I hail him for it. Secondly, I believe that even in the course of the funeral, the things that happened with the late president's family and our party and how it was handled, I don't think it was handled well. Gedeh has always been there for the CDC. But I don't know if I can say whether the CDC has been there for Gedeh County in the last 6 years. And I'm not talking about me personally, because I fought for the CDC. So whatever I get is because of my personal political investment. But as a county that voted for the CDC, 85% consistently, what did we get? That's my argument. And so I made a moral decision that while I will remain a citizen, I will support President Boyka in anything that supports development in our country. Now, how does this link with Putu? I have said we saw Putu during the early time. I am told that that mountain was called the Gede mountain. Why they changed it to Putu, I don't know. For whatever reasons, but that's not the issue. Whether it's Putu or Gede, they must bring benefits to our people. It was signed more in 2010, more than a decade ago. Today, nothing is happening in Gedeh County. When you go to Gedeh today, our children are graduating from high school and going to the Go Field. Everybody going to the Go Field. Everybody going to the Go Camp. So, what are we going to do for the next generation? We are not going to prove ourselves as warriors anymore because we pray there will never be a war. The field to fight in will be in education, in intellect, in wealth, in improving our part of the country. Our natural resources is what will give us the opportunity to do it. So therefore, nobody should come and take our natural resources without us knowing what is in it for the people. That is my position. Consistent with our presidency of the bar, when this thing started to come, we wrote the National Election Commission, the National Investment Commission. We requested a meeting. Now, we are separate from lawmakers. The bar is separate from lawmakers. The bar has historically been an organization grounded in advocacy and legal education for the people. We have lawmakers. They have their function. We have our advocacy function and our knowledge of the law. We wrote the National Investment Commission. First, we asked them, can we sit down? This thing has been dormant for so many years. It's been dormant. There were fees that were supposed to be paid to our county, social development fees. The same money that Nimba, Basso, and Bon County enjoy from ArcelorMittal that we have not gotten in more than a decade. We need to know, where is it? When will you pay it? What benefits are there for our people? Before you bring a new deal, you must consult the people. When the new people go to Gedeh County to organize one town hall meeting to say, we bring it back, we bring it back. What is in it for our people? We wrote to our meeting. The Investment Commission agreed to the meeting. There was 7 of us who went to that meeting, including former Representative Moriah Willie, who is a member of the bar, who can attest. We went there with guy from the National Investment Commission, then they called and canceled the meeting while we were in the National Investment Commission. And they said they would get back to us. We left. We said, okay, we'll follow up. We follow up informally, nothing. Recently, again, they said they closed to a deal. So we wrote them again. And we outlined our position. Number one, we said the law provides that when you bring a new deal, after 10 years of dormancy, it's a new deal. You must consult the people again. Are you going to consult the people? Number two, you have a committee that is investing, that the interministerial committee that is sitting on a deal. The law provides that none of you should have an interest in any company that is associated with a deal. We need you to disclose that. We reiterated our point about monies owed to the county in terms of social development funds. You didn't pay for more than a decade. If they're waiving it to bring a new investor in, we need to know. If you are changing the investors, who are the new investors? You can hire them from us. We need to know. And we outline all these things to them. And we send it to them. And they still have not responded. But in our last communication, we said to them, look, we will exercise our right to judicial determination because we are a bar. We are a group of lawyers. We don't give aimless, positions. If they don't respond to us, we made it very clear. And also informally, because we are members of the Liberia National Bar, I have also informed the president of the Liberia National Bar, Councillor Bonham Farmer, who now happens to be chair of the Law Reform Commission, a very smart and excellent guy. I have said to him, I said, look, as a bar, this is going to be, we will not let go. At the executive committee meeting, we will put on the agenda. We are going for assembly in December. It will be on the agenda. So it will not just be a Grand Gedeh bar fight. It will be a Liberia National Bar fight. They must tell us what is in it for our people. Why is there a secrecy? What are these are resources from our county. That is where we are now. And what we said to our people, look, we're not fighting the government. President Boakai, as far as I know, based on what he's done, he cares for Grand Gedeh County. President Boakai was a member of the PRC. All right? He said, oh, but I remember back in the days, after, people want, sometimes when I say I support President Boakai, they say, oh, you are with CDC. I say, look at these people. Mamba, they laid back balance. I remember we had arguments about President Boakai. When I said I was supposed to see, he said he was supposed President Burger, and he said I don't know nothing. I said, okay, Papi, that's why you sent me to school for. The one you send me to school for that I want to decide, I will go support the people I want to support. You support your man you want to support, and we have our differences. But I know he respects and he loves Nigeria country. So when he posts somebody to National Investment Commission who doesn't want to tell us what in it for us, then we'll see the end. We will see the end. And that's our position. We made it very clear. So we're exhausting what it is we need to exhaust now. When I spoke to the president of the bar, he said, "Can you?" And you wrote them twice, and they came back, and they have not answered. I said, "Yes." He said, "And we're going back for assembly." I said, "Yes." He said, "Come, let us have that conversation." As a bar, we issue a national resolution. So it will not just be granted the country. It will be the 15 counties, the Liberal National Bar, taking a position on this deal. That's where we are. And look, I don't want to talk too much because there's something I want to say. So let me just tell you that where we are right now. And we hope that we can get your support, your moral support, your everything support, because it's not just about this, because I think this deal is going to be defining for Grand Gedeh County. If we get nothing out of the thing, right? I can tell you that Grand Gedeh will sit down and sleep. This deal will be the deal that will take all our children to school, that will change development in Grand Gedeh County. That mine is one of the biggest investment that can happen. Nobody can turn into billionaire on Grand Gedeh back, and we don't know what's in it for our people. I'm very clear on that one. That's what we are.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Barat. Yeah, we listen to you attentively, and what you just said is make a lot of sense. And then, what I want to ask you is who do this pass through? I mean, a National Investment Commission. Who do they pass through to get to the county? I mean, that's my question. And then, my next question is there any way? Because you are a lawyer. Is there any way that you can conscientize the citizen of Grand Gedeh County to stop any activity in the county?
Well, the first question, right? The law provides for what we call FPRC, free prior informed consent, meaning the people gotta agree to you freely. You gotta tell them ahead of time prior so they know what's happening. They gotta know what in it so they are informed. And then before they give their consent, FPRC, free prior informed consent, right? The law does not specify clearly, say, go through the bar, go through the other person. But it requires that you must come to the county and convene in the county and explain to people. We're not saying it must be granted by association. We have a local government. The local government act is there. You could go to the local government. You could have a meeting in the 3 districts, or you can bring people from the 3 districts into Zwaju and have a conversation in Zwaju and still explain to them, right? That will still be having a consultation. But they have not done so. And you can't tell me say it's an old deal. I mean, it's a deal that ain't existing because you start 2010, we are in 2025, 15 years of dormancy. You're getting new people who are investing. We don't even know who the new people investing. Are they your friends? Are they people who have the financial capacity to really invest? We need to know. We have to, it's our right to know. Those are the things we're talking about. So I haven't heard. Maybe the last time I think Grand Gedeh was about what, 6 months ago, right? The last time I was there, and I asked people, because when I go to go opening and do my things in the country, I go around. There's been no conversation about this Kudu money due that was held in the county. It has not happened. Okay. Your second question was about. Sorry, I missed the second question about.
My second question was like as a lawyer, and these things has been surpassed.
Okay,
I mean,
great. What can we
yeah.
do, right? Now, I don't call people need to put people in trouble again. Me, because me, I don't feel causing trouble, those kind of thing. And once I believe in what I'm doing, I do it. But I won't call people names prematurely. But we are having conversation with key people in the county already, right? And we take a position, not a violent position. No, we'll never do violence. But we'll do it within the ambit of the law. And it will involve citizens who will be involved in this process. And but what I'm asking myself is this: why are we really asking for that so much? You're gonna come into our county, you're gonna go and take the resources of our county. Then the people who own it tell you, say, so tell us what is that for us. Is that a big deal? Is it too much to ask? Is it? But we are having our conversations in the county. And ultimately, I hope it, because like the president of the bar said to me, he said, look, can you, let's sit down, let's talk first as a bar. Let's use the collective power of the national bar first before we think about anything. And he believes that it can be resolved before you get to that point. So I want to discuss what will happen at that point. I want to exhaust all of these options.
Thank you. I want to absorb all of these options. My co-chair or my co-host just asked your question, and I love your response. I know that about association, according to what I got here, one of their function is advocacy, fairness, transparency. All of these things that you're trying to implement, you just label few counties that you know that benefited out of this deal. Do they have the same problem in the bar as you are going through all of these things that you are fighting for? Did the other county fight for it as well? Or just because it's Grand Gede that what you are going through, what you're going through?
Well, this is a very important question. I like the question. Other counties are organizing around their bars because they realize that nobody will want better for you than your own people. Nobody will want better for you than your own people. My papa always used to tell me that thing. He said, look, can you? Anywhere you go, you come, man. Nobody, I don't care what you do. Wear three-piece coat suit, speak any kind of English you want to speak, talk anything you want to talk. People always remember your grandma. Nobody will want better for you than your own people. I've seen other counties organizing around their bar association. For example, the Western region brought together their bar when they started to have a conversation around a bee mountain. Nimba has their bar firmly with them in the position that they are taking. I have the privilege of working very closely with Jeremiah Soka. And Soka has called upon me repeatedly to give him positions that we should pursue, which I've done with him. But I also have a duty to the bar itself that I lead to take this position. So, can it be a better interaction? It can be. Our lawmakers need to recognize that we are resource persons for them. Because when these companies come to our country, even if some of them come from abroad or they in our country, you know what they do? They hire local lawyers to be their law firms. These lawyers are not from your county. They're not from Grand Gede. But they're already making money from a company that has an interest in your natural resource. And of course, when you hire a lawyer, that lawyer owes you a duty. They call it a fiduciary duty. They're not there for anybody else other than you. So if you are not there and you don't understand, if you're not like me who will pick up 300 pages and read it and analyze it and isolate what are the key issues that we should be looking at, they are the ones who doing it for these people. Lawyers that don't belong to Grand Gede County. So can there be a better relationship? There can be a better relationship. And again, I will continue to say, look, Jeremiah Soka has done a great job in terms of elevating many issues because He listens. When he asks me stuff and I give him my opinion, he listens. When a serious thing comes out, he said, my man, 1, 2 pages. What do you think? I give it to him. He takes it forward. But he's just one person in the legislature from
Okay.
our county. There are others there.
Honorable Bala, let me not cut you off. He's just 1% in the legislature in our county. Are you saying we have the Grenadians caucus, and the caucus is composed of 5 in the house there? Are you saying for the past decade and a half that you're talking about Grand Gede having benefited out of the Putu Money Company, it's not alarming to our lawmakers? It's not something that they found favor in to pursue? Is that what we are hearing?
Well, I wouldn't put it in those terms. Those are your words. What I would say is that I think they should be angry. They should be angry. Because look, it's funny, but it's not funny. There's a serious money we are talking about. I just checked, Ansela Mida just put up a new scholarship draft for the beneficiary areas. You know how many students they are taking out of Nima Bong and Bassa? These are the people that our children are going to compete against. Why don't we have a functional Putu? Why aren't we benefiting from that? Top management in each of those companies, if we had a functional Putu, we have a lot of our country people abroad in other places with experience. They work in other countries, work in the US. You will never be respected in your country, in the US compared to how you respected in your country. These are people who can come home to our county and improve our county, but they can't come home. Yeah, we got a big man sitting there that is doing nothing for our people. It hurts. So nobody can say that, So if you ask me, they could do better. They should be more, they should be angry at what is happening to Putu. They should be angry. Because to me, if this is affecting the county, it's a dereliction of duty. You know what I'm saying? So I was in CDC for 6 years. Internally, we maintain the party now. We push them. We say, look, let's take this Putu thing. 6 years were in power, never did anything with Putu. Joseph Banda is here. They are making movement with Putu. We are happy. But that's not enough. We must hold them accountable. We must ask them what is there for. Me, I support the president. I support President Boakan. But I support him because I know he will support Grand Gede too. I support him because I know he will insist that Jeff Blabo, who is the chairperson of the NRC, will come to our people and tell us what he put for us. And we will go into this matter until we see the end. So, coming back to your question about lawmakers, I think they need to get angrier. I think they need to get more serious about this. Because at the end of the day, the little money they make cannot improve Grand Gede County. That money they're making, even if they decide every Sunday they will divide all the people of Grand Gede, it will not do anything. It can build hospital, it can build road, it can educate our people, it can take them abroad. That mind, that investment can do it. So let's hold them accountable and make sure they do it. Let's all come together around this. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Honorable Bala. Like your tone of voice have defined the passion you have for your county from my perspective, from my understanding. But if we have 5 lawmakers as you are grieving in you, sharing the blood of Grand County as, and we have our senior senator, I think we need to get with him as soon as possible. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be hosting the Grand Gede Association in America president here. We will want to discuss this issue too, because we want to know what stand on this. I think we look at our people is hoping on us, and her administration is planning a big project down there. So anyway, we'll get into that later. But if for whatever reason we have the Grenadian caucus, and this is a crucial issue that you're fighting lonely, even though you get a bar, even though you are the chairman of the bar, but we have the caucus as well. Those are all lawmakers. What are they looking out for their county? They were elected by their people. Their constituents are going down in the drain. Like you said, there's no road connectivities. Now we are crying Burkinabes this, Burkinabe that. These are reasons why people, I think, calling Burkinabes in the county, setting the lands of Burkinabes. Because things that they have, the resources that they have, they're supposed to benefit from. The lawmakers are playing their ear to it. So why? And, people are roaming around, struggling to elect people, confine in people, and then when they get to the duty to perform this duty, they are not able to deliver. That is very sad. We don't want to judge them now. We will get them to know because they are five. And if you only picking one man among the five to say that he's the only one listing, then the question will come to you. Have you contacted the chairperson of the caucus and put this before him?
This issue of the Putu Bani thing, I channel to Honorable Jeremiah Soka, which he raised. I know this incompetence. And there's anything I will not say because I'm not here to antagonize my lawmakers. All I'm here to do is to encourage them. You know, I don't want to be a lawmaker. I make a very decent living in the private sector. And I'm happy with that, right? Very decent living. And I'm happy with that. But we can do better. I know that these issues are raised with Honorable Soka. He's raised with them as well. They need to come to a point, but also to look, I won't go into the thing. Also to there are a lot of these small divisions. But those divisions to me are not bigger than Grand Gedeh County. They're not bigger than Grand Gedeh County. People may have little divisions here and there, why you're above, why you're not above. Yes, it may be important to them, but I care less about that. But when you have a multi-million-dollar investment in your county, then you come together in spite of your divisions and you demand something. Grand Gedeh Legislative Government needs to have a position on Putu. A position that said this is what we will not negotiate when it comes to these mines and any deal going forward. Is there any such thing in the public face now as we speak? No. And the closing on investment commission closing on the deal.
Is there any reason why? Is there any reason why Honorable Bala is not happening?
I don't know.
Have Honorable Sokan told you anything after he had met the caucus and came back to you and said, "Look, even though you are pushing this, I went to our meeting. This is how far we stopped. This is what we can agree upon. This is what we have decided." Anything or such he had told you?
Well, Sokan always trying to calm me down. Most time when we speak, he always say, "Can you let's try to do things diplomatically. Let's take our time. We're happy, you know."
What is we'll definition of diplomatic?
Well, diplomacy is about, you know what I mean, man. You just
Honorable Sokan. Honorable Sokan say you should be a diplomat. I mean, what is definition of telling you to be diplomat?
That's what I'm saying. I can't tell you exactly what's in his head, but I know he means let's move. You just want me to say things. Let's move in a way that we have all of us together. And I can understand where he's coming from. I can understand. But also like I said, I'm in the private sector. I do a lot of representations. So I also know that they are close to concluding Putu. They are close. And I can tell them for a fact, I'm going to the bar. They have to disclose. If they don't disclose, we end up in court. We end up in court we use the law, we end up in court until we understand what our rights are.
If you say
I
they
can
have
tell
to
anybody that.
disclose, on Ogbala, if you say they have to disclose, if it's not disclosed, we'll enter in court. We'll enter in court. It's a strong war. Are you
I'm
entering
not
court
talking
with the
about
Liberian? Are you entering court with the Liberian government or the Granadian caucus?
no, we
Because
ain't go with the National Investment Commission. I don't believe
okay,
President Bogai supports a lack of transparency. President
okay,
Bogai was a member of the PRC. He cares about Granada County.
okay.
So
He cares,
so
but when people are interested, they must perform.
Councilor Bala, there's certain gap that you need to fit in. You just said you are protecting identity, and we are now we are pressed. So if you come up with the root cause of the entire thing, then we can dig in it. We'll put you on the side and dig in it. So I know there's certain element within the granular cocoa there that is stopping, putting that foot down. They don't want to adhere to what they are saying because they're getting piece of candy from there. So as a lawyer, I mean, you are a lawyer, you're a professional lawyer. So I mean, come on and with those names, then we can dig behind those names and see how best we can the entire thing can be solved.
But you know my brother, right? My brother, you know I will not call anybody name here. I can't do that. I cannot do that. What I can say is that there are 4 or 5 key things that need to happen, right?
Okay.
Number one, whoever is coming to take over the new investment, we need to know them. Why are people coming to invest in a multi-million dollar investment in our county and we don't know who the people who are investing are? What the name of the company? You know the name of the company? I don't know the name of the company. Who are those behind the company? We got to know. Number two, there are monies owed Grand Gedeh County social development funds for the last people who came and took it. They did not pay. What is the situation with that money? Is it in the millions of dollars that they owe our county? Have they paid? If they haven't paid, we need to know, right? Three, the new investment they are bringing, what is in it for our county in terms of corporate social responsibility? For example, what role they will be in the county? Will they connect us from Kane all the way to going towards Zaitan? What are they going to do? Are they going to fix all the roads where you so we look like a modern city? Are they going to get scholarships to our people? We won't know, right? All those things. And why is it that we don't know? The construction of the management team that will lead. The law provides that local content, some of our citizens should be inter-management. Is it in the deal? We don't know. And how can you in this 21st century even do a deal like that? And people don't know. Like we are stupid people. No, it can work. So sorry. I will not call people name because I
Now we
wouldn't
are
want
stupid
to.
people. I will not call people name on Ogbala. I will not call people name. People shouldn't use all like our parents never taught us going to school. But of course, they know that we were going to replace them for which they sent out to school yesterday. And that's why you are grateful that you have an idea on the law because your father taught you and he think that you should follow his footsteps. And we want to commend you on that. We negotiated for an hour with you and we are getting to an interesting topic. And we know that you might want to extend your time for us. But not to delay you here, we will also want to have the opportunity to give people in county the opportunity to call in. But before we do that, we will also want to know. We know the caucus is there. Like you said, there's some deficiency in the caucus that they don't want to get along. I think it's time now we got to call on them because anything about the county, if they are not concerned, then they should be representing themselves, not the county. But we will get to them. Speaking on the court opening, we learned that the court will be opening on Monday. I heard you here saying that other counties they take an hour plus or this. But the first question will be, will you be part of the court opening on Monday?
No, I will not be a part of the court opening. And that doesn't take away from anything in terms of our responsibilities. Like I pointed out, court opening, if you've been there before, on the first day of court opening, is more or less having the communications from the different branches of the executive. It's a formal program, and the cases are called. No case is argued on court opening. No case is argued on court opening. But it's important to be there for the representation. And that's why our vice president is going to be at court opening. He's in the county now, and he will represent us at court opening. So there's nothing that is happening as a consequence of court opening. If you ask me, we have court opening in February. We have court opening in May. We have court opening in August. We have court opening in November. 4 court openings per year. I was there in February. I was there in May. I don't know. I didn't make it in August, and I won't make it in November. Other members of the bar did not go in February. Some of them didn't go in May. Some of them were there in August. Some will be there in November. The issue is that there must always be a representation of the bar at co-opening. So no make it seem to you like an individual or individuals not being present at opening means there's a collapse in the justice system in the country. No. No cases are argued at co-opening. Cases are called, and then after co-opening, they are assigned. And then people seek assignment from the judge over the period of the 10 after court opening. So again, but it brings me back to the point I made earlier. Do we not want to go to court opening? You really believe that people that we say that we take upon ourselves to take on things that we do? Or every time we go to court opening, by the way, as a bar, we always have ancillary events. We go to schools, we talk to schools. We go to Sweating Mall, we have workshop with them. We go to Bishop Julie, we have sexual gender-based training with them. You think we don't want to go to opening? You think we won't be in the country like our friends we see going back to that country? We want to. But let's be honest, there are challenges with being at co-opening 4 times in a year when the roads look like the way they look. So sometimes I go 2 times, and the other 2 I don't go. The other ones, other people go, and I don't go. Is it the best situation? No. But based on the circumstances, that's what we can do. So we got to continue to work to improve that. But let me tell you something. You see what I'm talking about Putu now? Is it dependent on court opening? No. There are many things that affect the country that are unique to court opening, and we can take them up and find results. So nobody should take that. You know, part of the reason, let me tell you something. When you, I don't know, when you call me, you know, when I was asking you, because I was just smiling. Part of the reason now people are raising co-opening, you know why? Because we're coming down hard on Putu. The heading hands are concerned. They are afraid. So they want to use something to define a fault. But we're not going to back off on Putu.
The hearing hands. The hearing hands are concerned.
We're not going to back off on Putu. Let them know that. We'll see Putu to the end. And we're very clear on that.
Councilor Bala, the hearing hands are afraid. They are concerned. They want to push court opening into this issue that we are advocating for because they are not in favor of it. Is that what we are hearing?
That is what I said. That is what I said.
That is scaring, though. It's scaring that people will sit here and they want to enrich themselves. They are not in the interest of the people in the county. Grenadians, Liberians. Is that how we are created? Is that how we're going to live in this world that we're living in, the modern world that tends to benefit the people? people are depriving them of their benefit. This is very sad. Um, let's see whether we can. My co-host, you can take it from there. Let's see whether we can get our people in Grand Gede County, the station. Let's see whether they can get all connected so we can take questions from the county and the people. So keep on. Let me get to them, please. I know they are monitoring. Honorable Zaipo, if you're
We got
monitoring, you
a
can log on.
multi-million investment in
Honorable
our
Zaipo, if
county.
you're monitoring, you can log on. Then
Multi-million
we can
dollar
give the
investment.
number. The number is on the screen as we got Honorable Bala here.
We can pay our own road.
That's something. So Zaipo, please connect so we can open the line. Connect so we can open the line so we can get calls from our people, our viewers, our listeners around the world. I think if you're in Liberia, you see the 088 077 Oh, Zaipo, why you have to put your personal number here, though? Man, you guys made a great mistake. I didn't see the number from the beginning. You can't use the man personal number. The station has the phone. Oh, my people, I'm sorry for this. Can you please put the WhatsApp number on as well? Zaipo, you need to call in. You need to log in, please. You are hearing me. There are a lot of people that are sending co-hosts. We got anything there? Can you read any question or comments that we have it there, please?
Oh, not yet. We have not had any comment yet.
Is someone calling? Zaipo, you are getting me. You need to log in. I receive a message on my personal page that people want to call in. I'm not going to use my personal page. Louis Yosia Zaipo, if you're hearing me, you are in studio. Let's see where they've been played. Um,
It's
co-host,
coming on.
go
You
ahead,
got
please.
a technical problem.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me get to him because he's playing. I don't know why he's not picking up.
It should be on. He just had a little technical issue. That's all. He about to log into the program.
You got me to get with him?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank you.
Pretty soon it'll be all right there.
Okay.
There he comes. All right, on. He's on.
Okay. Thank you. Welcome, Zaipo. Um, we're discussing with the honorable man, Honorable Kanyo Bala from the Grenadier Bar Association. I think you were following us. We have, sorry, we have a lot of viewers and listeners and people are inboxing me that we should give them an opportunity to open the line. I'm sorry that you have to put. What are you using my phone name as you, my man? You don't know how to log in again?
No, it's a mistake. I'll edit.
Okay, edit it, please. You can't be me. I can't be here twice. Got people monitoring this thing. I used to get. I can't be here twice. He's Louis Nyosia Zaipo. He's not Omega. Please. My people, viewer, listener, we are sorry for this. We just got to make some clarity here. Zaipo.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. We will want to give you the opportunity to open the line to our listener, our follower, as well as our viewer. And I want to appeal to you next time. Let us use the station number. You can put your personal number here, please. This is against everything that we do here. You know that for sure. So you don't make people get used to your number and then you go to your house, they be calling the number and they think that it's station number. Thank you. So while we set the page for the callers, we Honorable Bala, again, we thank
Yeah.
you for opportunity given us to have you here today. This is the Voice of Gede platform. Um, every time our viewer, our follower, every time, everywhere, anytime, you are free. This platform is yours. You can hire us for little or nothing if you want. You will be relayed in the county as well. I think you see the local station there, the office. Uh, Honorable Louis Yomsia Zaipo, he like to call. He said the Radio Gladiator is in studio now, and as we use our platform, we will also be able to relay. So because we noticed that not everyone has the opportunity to have these, and that's what we're talking about today now. And not everyone have technology, not everyone know technology, not everyone have the smartphone then to log in on social media and things. So we thought it wise to bring it and to the radio to our people to be able to get the understanding. I think this is who we're supposed to be. And when we're trying to provide services, that's what services are defined. And yes, our honorable man, the son of the county. I don't want to talk about his father because that's not something I want to talk about. But if you know this old man, you know him. Even his uncle, David, you don't want to talk with them. I have the opportunity of visiting Justice Ministry one time. I shouldn't say one time, a couple of times, and then I had the opportunity. Let me not go there because I say I don't want to go there. But you see, the young man is crying, bleeding for his country and the people. And we got older people. And what pinching me here right now is we have a mother that is in the house, a mother that is representing the county, a mother who know the importance of 9 month pains, not men, a mother who know what it is to breastfeed a child, a mother. And then we are hearing this thing. I know we will try to get her. She's no one else but Honorable Mary Johnson. But we heard of her. We know what she's capable of doing. We heard what she did for the Kunabo District School. That now they get $20,000 to pay teachers. Why limit it, mother? You are in the house. Yes, of course, you are from Kunabo District, but this is about the county. The district is within the county. The bigger picture is the county now. And the sad thing about it, again, that district that you are hailing, the mountain is within your district. And these things that we are hearing, that is troubling, that it's hard to give the kind of agitated it is down to the county and the people. But not to take much of your time, we will see if our uh, chief in the control room is ready to open the line. We'll give him the opportunity. Zaipo, you can take it from there.
Yes, so I'm there.
Can you take it from there, please? Open the line.
So that's it. This evening, we just listen to our panelists, and they are still on the line, and they are still online this evening, and the following proposition have on night in studio. So if you want to be part of the show this afternoon, this is number to put you 0776 2018 19 0776 2018 19 088 087 8382 088 087 8382 0776 2018 Gede County. When Gede County is all we have. So first, if there in Glio to put to a discrete bow and pro and BI district, Kavala district, these evening locking down these broadcasts. Those of you following from the various counties, if they're in Maryland, Grand Cruz, Sando, River G following this evening, let's say 0776 28 19 880878382 we which you call what the parties are still discussing about our country.
Oh, he dropped. Okay,
Oh,
on while we stay awake, another technical problem. He not to. We all struggling here with terminology, as we all know. So sometimes it fail us, but we stay with the call. Um, are you open? As we are on this platform now, we know that people are monitoring. It might be the caucus, or it might be some of their office staff. Are you willing, in case tomorrow, tonight, any minute from now, that the caucus member having to call you and say, "Look, Mr. Bala, why you went out there and you never met us, as the head of the caucus, or you never met us as a team, even though you say you spoke with SOCAM." If they say, "Oh, SOCAM haven't gotten to
Except
us," we didn't hear anything from SOCAM. So why you didn't get to us? So we can discuss this thing instead of going up there. Are you willing? And the opportunity is given you. Are you willing for you guys to put ideas together to see how best the county benefit? Because according to you, the deal is closing now. How would the deal close when the county don't have a say? Is that how it works in Liberia, or because it's Grand Gede County?
Well, look, I mean, I have no other motives other than the fact that this should be a transparent deal that benefits the people of Grand Gedeh County. That's my motive. And to say benefit the people of Grand Gedeh County is not to say it broad and generally. There are specific things that need to be done that we can see that it will benefit the people. So that's my only motive. If we can all work together to make it happen, I'm very happy about that. Let's do it. Why would you want to stress when you can solve problems easily? If you can get things done without going through the process of all of this, let's get it done. That's my position. But if you can't get it done, then you must resort to other means to achieve what is good for the people. So if there are people out there who want us to work together, like I said, we're pursuing it through the line of the bar now, the Liberian National Bar Association. Um, we're engaging with them because this is going to be a bar association issue, but we're also open to other ways to pursue it.
So if the caucus having to call you tomorrow and say, "Look, this is not a Liberian Bar Association issue. It's Grand Gede County, and because we of the caucus, we are there to speak on this issue. So let the bar hold on." Is that something you want to accept?
For me, it's not about me, it's about the end result. If the end result will bring about the changes that we need or the improvement that we need before that deal is passed so that our people can benefit, I'm all for that. It's not about me.
Yeah, my question
Are
here
you there?
is, if the caucus now, yeah, I'm saying caucus now having to come up and they say, "Okay, saying it is something that you want to push, and you have tried to push it. You got the caucus involved, and you got the bar involved. You got the bar involved. You haven't consulted us, and you got the bar involved. So now, as a caucus, we want to put hold to the bar, and we're going to handle it. What's your take?
There was no question. I'm waiting. Is there a question?
Yeah, I said, what would be your take if the Grand Gideon caucus having to come out tomorrow and say, look, Mr. Ogbala, even though you've been advocating for this, but not to our understanding, you say you are contacted Honorable Sokan, you haven't brought it to our hearing. Even those who got something engage this group, and then you say you have taken it to the Liberian Bar Association. This is not the time for you to go to the Liberian Bar Association. We, the caucus, going to handle it. What would be your take to that?
Well, I want them to handle it. It's just that the deal is about to pass. And this deal has been around for more than 6 months, right? So I'll be open to a conversation. Like I said, I just want to see positive results for the county. I'm not looking for a confrontation.
So if you
They are
say,
the people who are elected to represent our people, to represent us. We respect them and we want them to do the best. So we are here to support them. So if they want us to adopt an approach that will bring the results in the same needed time frame, we'll work with them. It's good to work with them.
so if they try to put you on the side now and say, look, because you went through the Liberian Bar Association, and as you said, we were elected for this purpose and you never consulted us, we want you to stay away. We're going to take care of it. Is that something you want to accept?
I mean, it depends on how you phrase it, because which is quite interesting. But again, we have a role to play. As a bar, we are an advocacy organization, right? We're not accountable to the legislators. No, we have a fiduciary responsibility to the people of Grand Gedeh County. And we take our position based on what is right for the county. So they have a role to play by law. They will always play that role. Nobody can take it from them. We have a role to play. And the government can decide whether to entertain our role or not to entertain our role. And we can also, I mean, we have what is our disposal to ensure that we protect what is right for our people. And we go to the courts. If the courts don't think that asking for a company that's coming back after more than a decade and they owe our county, if they don't think that they should pay us, then let them tell us.
So
If they don't think that the people who are investing in a company after more than a decade, we don't know who they are, whether they have the financial wherewithal to invest, then let the court tell us that. Let the court tell us whether it is wrong to ask for jobs for our people in top management in the county. Let the court tell us. Let the court tell us we don't have rights.
I got
Let the court do it.
I got a question here.
yeah,
Like,
before you come out, you got a question on the page?
yeah, for somebody
Okay.
from Egypt.
What? Go ahead.
One asset framework is it Mr. Bain, can you ask the lawyer who is responsible when it comes to investment in a country? Who do they go to? The election, the legislature, or from the bar? I mean, he's talking about referring to the bar, the investment commission. Who represent Grand Gedeh? Do they go to?
That's a beautiful question. Well, according to the law, right, when it comes to passage of investment agreements, they don't go to the county alone. They go to all of the 73 lawmakers that are in the lower house, and they go to the Senate. So it because it relates to Grand Gedeh, when it relates to Grand Gedeh, they may defer to Grand Gedeh county lawmakers, but it will be an investment debated by all 73 lawmakers. But the process of that debate is informed by other actors, including the bar, including any other interested actor. And in law, there's something they call standing. You know what standing is? Standing says before you bring a case to court, you must show how you have a right. In my own day as Kanye Bagbala, I have a right as a Grand Gedeh to take any case to court on behalf of the county. Needless to say, the Bar Association, any Grand Gedeh who is affected, and they feel that rights are being violated, they can go to court. Because that resource that is in Pudu, it's for all of us. I come from a town. I'm on a road going there. I have a right. Forget about Grand Gedeh Bar Association. I have a right. You understand? That road is still looking like 1847. And people are concerned about who's supposed to do this, who's supposed to do that. Are we serious? Are we really serious? I thought we should be concerned about what is the development that should come to our county. Isn't that what we're concerned about? But anyway, from my position, I can tell anybody, we pursue this to the logical conclusion. If the logical conclusion, me, I know President Boyka will do what is right for us because I support him, and that's why I support him. And it will not get to that point. But if it must get to that point, then let the court tell us, say, no, that's stupidity to ask for your people to know what it is that's supposed to benefit them. Let the court tell us that. Let the court tell us, say, that investment, anybody can just come, and you don't need to know them. Let the court tell us that.
Honorable Bada, you are a lawyer. You got the caucus that we don't know whether they are informed that the government of the Republic of Liberia is indebted to Grand Gedeh County a decade and a half of company operating in the mountain without benefit. They got yet to talk on that. You are informing the county and its people that look, for the past 15 years, we have put to money company, we didn't benefit anything. Now we are hearing that they are coming back again because Grand Gedeh County, the people in Grand Gedeh County, they are all boo-boo. So they are coming back again. This time around, you choose to say no. Grand Gedeh County have a son by the name of Kanio Bagbala. He's informed, he's educated, even though we have the caucus. But this is what I know, and this is what I'm going to speak on. And that have been your advocacy. Now, what are some of these things you have in mind to hold this company up if, in case you should have the opportunity to sit with them? What you want for your people? What you want for your county? What you expect of the company that will benefit your people? That you expect to be in that deal if it's not there?
Thank you very much. And I apologize that I may have to leave soon.
Sure.
But I want this to be a conversation that you and I continue to have. The
We will.
voice of Gede. Thank you. You are doing a great job for people, and I appreciate what you are doing by having me here. I know maybe some of the things I say could be politicized. I don't want anybody who is listening to hold you accountable for anything I say on your platform. Anything I've said here, I've said in my own name, as Kanyo Bagbala, and in the name of the Grand Gedeh Bar. You are not responsible for what I say. I'm just saying what I believe to be the truth. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity
Let me not cut
to
you off,
speak to
Honorable
this.
Bala.
Now,
Honorable Bala, let me not cut you off. Honorable Bala, please let me not cut you off. We are also not
which you are
afraid.
doing already.
Here, we are the voice of the people. We are the voice of the voiceless. So there is no intimidation will carry us. There is no fretting that will carry us. So as long as you are doing the right thing, it's our right to relay this information. And we are there, like we say, we are the voice of the voiceless, because with this issue that you are there fighting, no one knows. When it comes to politics, others will not define your role. So we getting this information, bringing you here for our people to be aware. I think that's the right thing. So you're speaking as Kanyo Bagbara, and we are here as Voice of Gede. to speak for the voiceless and to speak for the people. Thank you. You can continue, sir.
Thank you very much. And I'm happy that, whatever I say does not bring anything adverse to your platform. And thank you for the opportunity. Like I said, I'm sorry that I have to go, but this will not be the last time that we speak. We will speak again, and I hope we continue to talk. But I will end on this note. I will end on this note to say that it is very disheartening to know that as a county, we have what it takes to develop, to be the best. But we are not taking the steps to make sure it happens, whether by omission or by commission, meaning whether we mean it or we not mean it. We have a responsibility. Look, it's not about me. It's not about Kanil Bagbala. Because by myself, I'm doing very well. Right? But my pa always told me, he said, no matter where you go, where you fly, you will always remain a ground man. You can forget who you are. The world will never forget who you are. We have an opportunity. This opportunity may never come back to us to do right by our people. We have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to ensure that this investment benefits the poorest of the poor. Not me. Not me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. Not me. But people in the county, children graduating from high school, going into gold camp, getting involved with drugs. We are poor. We can't even farm our own land. Burkina Faso got to come to take our land to farm it because we ain't got no money and we broke and we got resources. Look, we can change this. We can change this. Okay? We can do it. But it means confronting some people. We got to confront some people. We got to be clear about what we want. And maybe too, it's not that maybe they don't want to change, but maybe we're not just standing up to them.
That's right.
Why we started in 2010, it became dormant. Maybe because nobody cared about us at the time. Ellie was president. Ellie never had time for us. So it could go dormant for 10 years and nobody will say anything. But they will come back again, then we don't know what happened inside. No, man. At least for me, in my own name, in the bar, while I am there, there will be a record that will be written. Maybe we're not succeed. Maybe we're not
God
succeed.
forbid.
But at least there will be a story to tell in our failure, and we'll be able to say that we tried. But because our own people were not interested in what we're doing, so we failed. But we're not failed because we didn't try. I can tell anybody that. Let them tell us what is this in it for Grand Gedeh County. Is that high? Why is so high in the thing? When you go to a woman, you go to the family hall, you say, oh, I want a daughter. Say, oh, what are you getting man for our child? The hard thing to talk. So you want to tell us what's in this for us up to now. What do we know about the new Putu D? What do we know about what is going to give us as a county? Doesn't that scare you and make you angry? Then we talk about who is going to come to. Is that important? What is important is the interest of the people. Is it being protected? That's the question we should be asking. Why aren't we asking those questions? Anyway, I said my part. I don't even want to get angry today, Friday. Yeah. So I said my part. We'll come down again so that we can talk. We will remain hopeful. We'll remain hopeful and we'll travel this road and we'll see where it gets us. Yeah, but thank you, my brother. It's been an absolute pleasure. Even tonight, you were hurting my heart, but talking to you has just re-energized me about the path that the bar is on. And we'll continue on our path.
That's the crowd of Kanil Bagbala the chairman of the Green Gede Bar Association, uh, can know express, as he say, very disheartening his regret to this issue that he county have social resources, but the citizen and the county are not benefiting because of reason best known to few people that he don't want to disclose. But thank God that the voice of Gede here, the voice of the voiceless, the voice of the people. And we are also grateful to Honorable Kanyo Bagbada. As I said earlier, yesterday I had the opportunity to have his number. As soon as I called him, I like, Honorable, you don't know me, but I'm this person. On Voice of Gede, he said, you want me to appear on your platform? That was the first question that came out of his mouth. I'm like, gee, you take the cat from the bear right away? Of course, yes, I want you to appear on my platform. Say, okay, we can schedule something. What time you want? I said, okay, can we do it tomorrow? He's like, okay, I'm into it. What time? 7 o'clock. That tells human people that he's an advocate. He advocating for his country and his people. Other will want to schedule you 2, 3 months ahead of time because they're too busy. Why they make you too busy? Those issues are crucial issues. But again, we want to thank Honorable Bala. Like you said, we'll continue to talk this issue, and we'll continue to battle you, trust me, until we can know what in that deal, until that deal can sign. We can have copy of that deal before we leave you. We're not any media that just get on story, then breeze blow you, forget about it. No, that what we tell everybody. We are not being supported by lawmaker. No lawmaker can say, oh, above us a Gede, and or transmitter, above versus Gede mixer. No. Versus Gede is a separate entity that struggle on its own. Even though we're not getting contract now because people say we are not stable on air. Of course, we're not making money. We suffer here, we buy gasoline. When LDC come, we pay bill. We don't have solar panel here. Yeah, that's why we're not regular, we're not stable. But that can stop us
That's
from
why
getting
we
on
need
the
to support
advocacy.
people like you. We all need to
Yeah,
get together and support you. And trust
yeah. So,
me, you
so
can rest assured that I will also be coming in to help to support the great work that you do.
thank you. So we appreciate it. So we will give you at least 5 seconds. Say you want to leave, so you'll give us your parting comments. Next time we'll open the line on to the people. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure. I hope we remain in touch. Um, all I can call for is look, we need to be united. We need to be united. I've said to people, and my old man passed away in my hands. Right after the 2020 elections in January. He had been with me for last 4 years, not even for like almost 8 years or so, living with me when he passed away in January of 2024. And here I would talk, we'll fight. He passed away at 82, but you'll be surprised, Bagbala was still arguing and with me up to the time that he passed away at 82. We didn't agree on anything. Like I told you before, he had his political views, I had mine. But everything I do today, the way I carry myself, the things that I care about, and how I feel come from Bagbala. Even some unconsciously, the things that the way I do certain things, when I reflect, I know it from my own. Even when I laugh, I know it from him. And one thing I can tell anybody about Bagbala was that he was a crown nationalist. He loved his people. And sometimes I used to tell him, I said, the people that you love, they love you like that too. He said, it doesn't matter. I love my people. So people don't have to love you for you to love them.
No,
Your
not at
people don't
all.
have to care for you to care for them. They don't have to recognize you for you to recognize them. That's some of the things that I learned from him. And what I do now, what I stand up for now, is because I feel that somebody has to stand up for it. Otherwise, to choose President Burger's words, it will be business as usual. And we can afford business as usual. I can't leave from where I go to branch that county year in, year out. And it is the same thing. No. Then people must sign deal in Monrovia and make millions. And we can, even if it's working, we can pave the road, we can get laid. No, it does not make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. So, but let's keep talking, my brother, and feel free. You got my number. Look, reach out anytime. Anyway, we can support. Whether to our guys or to do our only one or two, reach out. We'll do our little part. We all got to continue to do it for the country. On that note, thank you very much for having me, and we'll stay in touch.
Thank you. That's the voice of Honorable Kanyo Bagbara, the son of the sword. If you don't know Honorable Bala, don't let me tell you about him when you get me the next time. Honorable David Bala, those brothers are Grandidians that bleed, that reap, that cry, the
Okay.
county and the people.
Okay, let us analyze the thing that the young man I just said over there. I mean, I'm sitting in my seat here and I've been boiling. You know, like he try to like uphold, he try to like don't need name element that are behind these things. And I mean, it's not. I mean, he's your counselor. What I say, your counselor, and he want to advocate for the county on behalf of the county. He need to stand firm because the media voter Gede is not going to hold back anybody. If so you try to like ad, not identify yourself with the county and you try to exploit the county, will bring you before the plot, will bring you before the people and will push your mouth on let people see you. You know. So this is why we formed the thing that we formed the thing, and we will not stand by to say, oh man, they put small money in our pocket, then we're not calling anybody. No way. So the young man will come back here. I mean, we schedule him on a Sunday. I think his program gonna be here on Sunday now. You know, it was just abruptly that we were informed that we never had preparation for him. It was so good. We appreciate it. He came, he appeared. So the next time we're going to inform the public. So
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to say.
Honorable co-host, as you said it, I don't think the counselor needed to call name because the Englishman say is glaring. It's white, you can't look at it and say black. If you have the Grandidian caucus and then you had a bar association and you hear there's a single man fighting the whole deal for the county and eight people, where are the caucus? Where are the caucus? What are they doing? And you heard when I asked him, are you going to appear on the court opening? He said no. And he gave reason. And he said, you know why these things are coming up? And because people want to use that as a politic to close down my mouth or to stop me advocating for this project. So why would people be that cruel when the people of Grand Gede County voted for you to represent them and you want to deny them of their benefit? What is that part of you that have the humanity of him? What is that part of you that know that your representation is not about you, it's about the county and its people? What's that conscience that God gave you? That yesterday, when you were going to these people, telling them a lot of stuff, like I said, I'm sorry that we have to engage Honorable Bala late, and I was preparing some things, but he said, "Look, Ominga, because of time, and I will give you 1 hour." And we're very grateful to him that he gave us over an hour and a half. I would say 1 hour 30 minutes he gave us. So that means he gave us additional time of 30 minutes of his time. So we'll get prepared. We will also try to engage the caucus to get their side of the story. Why will Honorable Bala Kanio don't have a helping hand? And this is not about his immediate family. He's not advocating for anything that will benefit him.
I think that the Pudu Mountain is located in Kunamo district. I don't know that
Yes,
Kunamo district. So
yes,
okay.
Kunowo District.
All right. Now we have to come back to the president, the Kunamo District Association in America, the national president. Then she shall have invited somebody that will be responsible for this thing. Because we can't
Wow.
just jump. We got to use her. Let's pass through. Let's go through protocol. Let us invite the lady back here, and she will be on the line she will be on the platform with the Honorable Kanio, Honorable Barbara Jr., so they can discuss it. Because we don't know that people just fold their arms and listen, looking at people, the people getting sick, they dying, and they put the money in their pocket, and they think it's okay. Nothing is okay, Omega.
And I'm not saying this okay, Mr. Wayne. Like you say, you think we should invite the Kunabo Statutory District president, the powerful, the Onion Lady as a cohort, renowned Willie Hui. Um, you know why? I would say yes and I would say no. And the reason why I say no here is, like I said, we have a mother as well in the house. She's representing the Kunabo district there. And this is in her district. We haven't heard her voice regarding that yet. Kanyo, as he said, he's from Chien district. So should I say that's why he feel free linking with his district leader as well, Sokan? We will say yes. For the benefit of the argument. Is his district leader taking it too? Yes. Why he think it's important when he can say, "Oh, you're not in my district, I don't care." But it's going to benefit the county, like he said. So that's why he's pushing. Is there something that we need to get Kanyok by? Yes. We need to talk more. The honorable man need to come back. But this district president you talk about, honorable winner, this lady, I think she's lobbying with her people in the US and back home to secure an ambulance to take to her district while the Putu Mining Company is here. Like he said, the deal is about to be shot. Is something that should be in the deal? Tell Amola to go in the county? These are things that we on this platform, the listening audience, our follower, like he said, the brother who wrote that question, he wrote a good question. But the honorable man saying, why is that so your concern? Who spearheaded, who questioned it, or why would the people benefit? Now, who spearheaded is out of the picture. No one is spearheading it now. That what I'm coming in as an advocate because I'm a Grandidian. Besides being member of the bar or beside being the chairman of the bar, I'm a Grandidian. And with my little experience of law, and like you said, You give me law book here, then I don't know where to start from. The man just said you got paper with 300 pages. He can read it and analyze. Can you give it to me to do that? How many years will take me? That's what prompted him. That's why his representation came from. So we should be able to look at the bigger picture. Let us first of all applaud him, and then let's see how we can work with him. Let's see how we can ask him to engage the others so our county and our people will benefit. The
All right,
two by
Mr.
four contract we're
Okay,
doing here,
yeah. Okay,
we
Mr.
obviously depend on all to pay their rent to buy them back or rent. And some of all we can't afford here to even do anything for ourselves. But when that
Okay.
company open again, they will not be calling you all the time. Oh, we not get tickets. Oh, my son, my slipper call. At least something will be there for them.
Okay, Mr. Host, we gotta wrap the thing up, and then we'll return. But we will come back. Let me say we'll come back again, but this time the consensus for the Putu Mountain will be real plan. So if you can go over there, if you can go over there at the legislature and inform Jeremiah Sogan, will be very happy so he can appear on the thing and see what is actually going on with them. Also, my man, the way you going through that donor, man, you will share your mouth. After he came out and say the honorable man, the lawyer, the counselor should be diplomatic in addressing issues. So I mean, that's a lot of things going on that we don't know. So if we can get him to inform Jeremiah Sokan so they can come and appear on the program, it will be okay for us. So I
Well,
mean,
thank you, co-host. I don't think it's a responsibility to get Jeremiah Sokam. It's our responsibility to contact whoever we want to appear on this platform. So we will work in that area if we think it's necessary to get Honorable Sokam, but we think it is necessary at this time to get the entire caucus or the caucus head on this platform to be able to tell all how far they have gone with their negotiation. Good thing and grateful to God. Tomorrow we're going to have the Grand Gede Association National President Mana Idepo on this platform. We're going to also put them before her. We're going to also discuss this tomorrow, Mana Idepo. We are interested. You are the leader for the county, for the people in the US. You are hearing this troubling issue. Why you here begging around? You can't sleep. You come from work, running from program to program to solicit funds to carry on your project in the county. You are hearing $1 million project. You got the Putu Mining Company that owe the county for a decade and a half, which is 15 years. They suck our mineral. They suck our resources, whatever we will consider it to be. 15 years will not benefit. They coming back again because I saw Bobo in that county. They ate it the first 15 years. We sit down here crying, wolf cry. Whoa, whoa, we not get roll. Whoa, whoa, we Burkina be coming here, they take our foreign. Whoa, whoa, our parent, our old people selling the foreign to Burkina Faso. But then we got leaders that they voted and they depriving them now to benefit out of the Putu Iron Ore Mountain. Madam President, tomorrow you got voice to Gede. Please get prepared for the discussion. Thank you. Thank you to our listener. Honorable co-host will be wrapping up. You got your parting comment, and then we can close up.
thank you very much to our listeners around the world, and especially our anchor man, Honorable Louis Saipo, is always there when we saying this, when we telling this. And I'm talking about Swedu City, Grand Gede County, for the Gede studio. So, like, I don't have anything to say, so you can just wrap up.
Thank you. I don't have anything to say, so you can just wrap up. Voice of Gede platform is open to anyone who want to do business with us. We are pleased, and that's what we are not limited to the platform. I think you heard we got a station in Zweru Grand Gede County. It can be relayed anytime on the platform. We make use of our station, so that because we know that not everyone have the terminology and not everyone know the terminology. So at least people should have the opportunity to listen to it on the radio too. Not only they gotta log into internet before they listen to us. So that's what we tried. And we are the voice of the voiceless. We are the voice of the people. And we are voice of Gede. We are here open to any sectional organization, travel organization, Republic of Liberia. You got your birthday party, you got anything you want us to carry for you, we are open. Feel free, contact either of us, or if you have the opportunity, you can contact Prince Dower as well. That, oh, Prince Dower, I want to do business with Voice of Gede. And you have the opportunity to do business with Voice of Gede. Thank you for following. Continue to follow us. Subscribe our YouTube channel. Subscribe our Facebook page. Follow us. Instagram. Please. You can also follow us at www.voiceofgede88.5 FM. You will listen to all live. I think you heard when our central man in studio came on. He read the number. That's the local number in Liberia and Zweru Grand Gede. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for always being part of Voice of Gede. And continue to follow us. Tomorrow we got a fresh edition here. What we'll be meeting the National President of Grand Gede Association in the America. We'll be discussing some crucial issues. Thank you, and we'll say bye for now.